Hello, welcome to Abbey Road Videos. Yes, today our video is special. We are going to talk about pronunciation difficulties. So, Spanish speakers may have some difficulties at the moment of speaking because there are some sounds that we haven't got them in our language. Yes, so today we're going to see some of these problems and possible tips or recommendations so as to improve the sounds. So let's start. Problem 1. The sounds V and B are not the same in English. In English, the V is fricative, which means the teeth and lips must touch when you say it. The B, on the other hand, is plosive. This means both the lips touch together. So, take a look to the drawing. B. This sound is bilabial, yes? We use the two parts of the lips, B. And this sound is V, V. Yes, we need the lower part of our lips and the teeth. Yes, great. So a good technique or a good tip so as to practice and improve this sound is by making repetition of different words. For example, minimal pairs. Yes, look, best, vest, bet, vet, boat, vote. So this can help a lot. Yes. So now let's move to the second sound. Vowel sound added to words starting with letter S, yes, and a consonant. So Spanish speakers sometimes add an E to the beginning of words starting with S and a consonant. As a result, you pronounce the words street and school as a street and a school. Yes? So, why this happens? This happens because words in Spanish don't normally begin with a consonant cluster. Yes? So, for non-native speakers, it's really hard to remember that and not pronounce letter E. Yes? Look at this. Snake, sponge, stone, swan. So here my recommendation is practice, yes, as usual. So the way to practice is to start with a sound, and once you have mastered that, then move on the next consonant. Take a look. Snake, speak, Spanish. So in that case, you are not pronouncing that letter E, okay? Great, people. Let's go to our third sound. Here we have the mispronunciation of the sound, that letter H, yes, that is, the sound is. People often omit the when it should be pronounced because it is silent in Spanish. So take the words hola, helado, albahaca, yes, they are silent sounds. So for non-native speakers, this is again really difficult. In English, the letter H, that is like a shay, but softer, more of a whisper, yes? So think about the action you do when you want to warm your hands. That is the perfect sound, okay? Great, very good. So let's see some tips so as to start noticing the difference. As you are pronouncing them, hold a piece of paper in front of your mouth. This piece of paper should move a little every time you say the sound. He, her, whom, help, happy, behind, behave. Yes, so a good technique is using a piece of paper. Great, very good. And our last mispronunciation sound is letter ed. Yes, this is really, really common. Okay, so ed appears at the end of regular verbs in the past tense. For example, wanted. Yes, wanted, helped, lived. Sometimes in some adjectives, yes, like tired, embarrassed, relaxed. So the pronunciation of ed sometimes causes problems for non-native speakers because it can be pronounced in 3 different ways. Yeah, so that ed can be pronounced as it, t, or d. So let's see how to pronounce that ed. Possible pronunciation. The first pronunciation that is really common is if the last letter of the word is spelled with d or t, the ed is pronounced as a separate syllable with an id sound. Look, want, t, you have final t, so wanted. Wait, you have final t, so you say waited. Need, you have final d, so needed. Fold, folded. Yes, so this is the first way. Let's go to the second possibility. So another possibility is pronouncing ed as a t, t. If the last consonant of the word is voiceless, then the ed is pronounced as a t. Be careful not to create an extra syllable or ed sound. So, as it's very difficult to see the part of voiceless sounds, yes, because you need a lot of theory and explanation in connection with phonology and phonetics, yes, I give you some tips. So, when the verb finishes with letter P, like help, yes, we add the final t, helped. When it finishes with letter K here, look, we say looked, sniffed, laughed, washed, watched, kissed, danced, fixed. So when you have these endings, yes, of course, these endings in the verb, in the regular verb, yes, you are going to add this final sound. Yes, so let's see the last option. Our last option is pronouncing ed as a d sound. If the last letter of the words ends in a voiced consonant or sound, then the ed is pronounced like a d without creating another syllable. Yes, again, as it's really hard to distinguish the voiced sound and the voiceless sounds now, yes, my technique, yes, my advice is that you take a look to the final letters of these verbs. So when the verb finishes with letter L, like call, you say called. When it finishes with letter N, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used, amazed, grabbed, claimed. Very good. Thank you for this time. Yes, les agradecemos un montón. Estas son nuestras redes sociales. Pueden seguirnos en Instagram, en WhatsApp, en Twitter y en nuestro canal de YouTube que es Escuela de Inglés Abbey Road. Todas las semanas subimos un video con distintos aspectos de inglés para aprender y que sea más fácil. Les agradecemos que se suscriban, que le den un like, pueden escribirnos y preparamos un video para lo que ustedes necesitan. Gracias.